Hello, beautiful people. No. Welcome back, or wait. Damn it. No. I don't even know at this point, maybe like 35. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you're here. Today I got a good one in store for you. Let me just tell you. So what we're gonna get into today is what I do for a living, which is Onlyfans. If you don't know by now, I mean, it's not a secret. You should go subscribe. We're gonna get into all the questions y'all have asked me on my social media platforms. So let's just get to it. Okay, so Onlyfans. If y'all don't know what it is by now, you must live under a fucking rock. Can I cuss? Onlyfans is a platform for social media influencers, content creators, whatever you want to call them, to have a place where they can sell exclusive content. Now, whether that may be this, that, or the other, you know, everyone has a different boundary, I guess. I don't know, just different type of content that they like to put out there. For me, oh, hello. I'm so glad you could join. I have no boundaries. So OnlyFans kind of popped off when the pandemic started, which was like March 2020. For me, I think I had started making content or made an OnlyFans account. I think it was November or October of 2019, but I was dating this guy at the time and he was like, "You can have an OnlyFans, blah, 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 blah." Weak person at the time. R.I.P. her, don't know who that is. I was like, okay, you're right, meh, meh. Even though I was like broke and it was helping me out a lot. We broke up. Like, well, bitch, let me get on my OnlyFans shit because I was already dancing. I'm already getting naked in the club in front of people. What's the difference between me doing it online? You know? So I started my OnlyFans, and by March 2020 was when it really started going super well for me. I was making more money than I'd ever made in my whole life. I was like baffled. And obviously the clubs had shut down because of COVID. So it was my only source of income. I haven't stepped foot in a club in over 2 years now, which is great because honestly, I don't think I'll ever go back just because the environment, the schedule, just all of it just sounds so not fun to me anymore. Like, I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad that I'm done doing it, you know? And I love just being able to work from home and go to bed at 7 p.m. Excuse me! Hey! I'm working. When I first started making content, I was making like twerking videos with my panties on. I don't even know if I can talk about this on YouTube. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna post it and then we'll see. They like to ban me on everything, so we'll see how far this. I was just doing like twerking in my panties, maybe like hand bras, you know, stuff like that. Like very not super explicit. That's the word I was looking for. I was not really doing explicit content like at all. So as time went on, I'd be like, okay. And by the way, my face was in none of it. None of it. I was super like shy about it at first. Wasn't really sure if this was something I wanted to dip my toes in. So I was kind of like slowly but surely like. So as time went on, I remember I started making bathtub content. I would sell like pictures of this, that, and the other for like really high prices, and it was working at the time. And then, you know, as time goes on, I started doing other things, and then I started putting my face in those other things, and then it just led to full on, you know, what it is today. It is what it is. I really enjoy doing it. I know other people enjoy me doing it, and I love that. I think it's very beneficial for everybody. Like, I can go in my vault and I can look at the stuff I started out making and then what I make now. It's just like, I was such a little baby. It's like in the strip club when there's like a new baby dancer, you can just tell that she's like a baby dancer. She's never danced before. And I can just tell, like, I mean, yeah, I'd never popped my pussy on the internet before, so it makes sense. But it's just, it's so cute. I'm like, oh, how cute. I've come so far. I love that for me. One thing I get asked a lot is like, what does your day look like as a content creator? Whatever you want to call it, I call myself a content creator because I do create content, whether it be TikToks, Instagram, Twitter, or OnlyFans. It's all content, just some is very explicit and R-rated, you know? So a day in my life looks like, on average, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I love to relax. I live for relaxing. I wanna relax. I don't dream to be unrelaxed, you know? So I'll wake up, I don't set alarms, but I do go to bed really early. So I usually wake up like sometimes 4 a.m., like latest 8 a.m. I usually wake up, I'll usually go to Starbucks and get this. I'll come back, I might get back in bed and play Mario Kart or turn on a movie, watch a movie, and then maybe I'll get ready. I only do content maybe 2 to 3 times a week. Like I never put makeup on unless I'm doing content. And even some days I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. Because some people like the no makeup look. And I'm like, you know, I love that because I don't have to do anything to my face. Some days I'll do my makeup. I'll get ready. I do TikTok live like 3 times a day, almost every day, because let me tell you, if you are someone that's wanting to get into OnlyFans, whatever the content you want to sell may be, TikTok live will get you so much exposure and so much traffic to your other social medias as well as your OnlyFans. I'm telling you right now. So yeah, TikTok lives, I'll make food, WALK the dogs, work out. You know, my days are very chill. You know, about once a month I'll travel for work or fun. But usually if it's traveling for fun, I'll make it into work, you know, like maybe set up a collab or make solo content while I'm there, make content with my friends. I am a huge homebody. I love being at home. I don't even really go to the grocery store. I'll get my groceries delivered. It's just, it's too much out there. It's too much. I was just at the AT&T store to get another phone. I have 3 phones for my social medias because they ban by IP address. Like, oh my God, do you have any crazy stories? I was like, well, not necessarily that I can think of other than like people from high school subscribing. And it's just the weirdest thing. Like they just are there to try to get free content and be weirdos. And like people from high school like be like, when are we gonna collab? And I'm like, ew, no, no, no. I am very picky with who I collab with. I only collab with other content creators. It's just, that's what makes sense. And other than that, I'm not fucking you. So no, absolutely not. So does my family know? Does my family know? Hell yeah, they know. Of course they know. I'm not ashamed of what I do at all. We are literally a floating rock in the universe, in infinite space. Like, why does it matter? Why is it so frowned upon to do what I do? As long as we're happy, like, who cares, you know? Like, we're not hurting anybody. Or I love what I do, and I don't plan on changing it anytime soon. People will always ask me, what if you want to get a job in the future? And my answer to that is, I don't ever want to get a job outside of what I'm doing, unless it's me owning my own business or company. I will never work for anyone ever again. I am in this for the long run. I hate when people get into this and they think it's like a quick money, quick thing. And it's like, yeah, it can be, but also when you put stuff on the internet, it's on the internet, you know? You can't really erase it. No matter how hard you try, there's always gonna be copies everywhere. So I know what I post on the internet, it's never gonna go away. I don't plan to do anything else. If anything, I plan to go deeper into it. I always try to warn girls that are like, I kind of want to do it to like make a quick buck, you know, whatever. I'm like, hey, just to let you know, when you put this on the internet, it's not gonna go away. You just can't care what people think in this industry. Not everyone's gonna understand me or what I do or anything, and that's really not my problem. As long as I'm taken care of and the people I love are taken care of, I'm good. My favorite content to make is probably group activities. I think those are really fun. I actually have a content house that I'm hosting here coming up, and it's going to be a bunch of creators, and we're going to have lots of group activities, and I'm so excited. It's going to be like, 1, fun, 2, money. There's no downside. Like, I'm so excited. So I think that's my favorite stuff to make, is group activities. Pros and cons of being an OnlyFans creator. I would say the pros: you work for yourself, you make your own schedule, you can travel and work at the same time. The amount of money you make is based on you. Like, if I have a month where I'm like lazy and I'm not creating content and I've just like had an off month or something, it reflects. It reflects like crazy. So, but then when I have really good months where I'm like, you know, on top of it, I'm creating content, I'm setting collabs up, I'm doing all this, that, and the other, it reflects. How much effort you put into it is what you get out of it. Does that mean the battery's about to die? I don't think that there are any cons. Know what you're getting yourself into. And if that's the case, then there aren't really any cons. I just had to take a break to charge my camera, and I did TikToks while I was charging. Multitasker. And but I was doing twerking TikToks, so I'm like sweating. Advice for anyone wanting to make an OnlyFans: you have to promote yourself. You have to figure out what works for you, which platform does promoting work best for you, and sometimes paying for promotion from established creators that are really big and stuff, it'll pay off. Like, I think of it as like an investment into myself. Staying consistent is the biggest thing that I think will make you successful, because like I said, when I'm not consistent, it shows in my numbers, and I hate it, but also I love it when I am consistent and it shows in my numbers. So consistency is a big part of it. Just know what you're getting yourself into. Know that when you post something on the internet, it is there forever and you cannot get rid of it. How do I go about collabing? So with collabs, I like to find people I've seen their work, I like their work, usually reach out to them, or they'll reach out to me and we'll say, hey, would you be open to do a collab? You know, this is the kind of content I'm looking to make. If that matches what you're wanting to make, then let's, you know, set something up. So then you'll set something up. You might have to travel somewhere. They might have to travel to you. I get tested every 2 weeks or before I collab with anybody. You know, I've set up collabs where people are like, oh, like what? You want to get tested before? And I'm like, we're about to do it. Like, let's just get tested. It doesn't make sense to me. So I think that is a very big thing, and not enough people care about that. And I understand that, yeah, it does cost money to get tested every time, but like, it's just, you got to take that responsibility being in this industry. You have to. I hate the stigma also behind getting tested. Like, it's like taboo almost to talk about it. Like, I'll make TikToks where I'm like, going to get STD tested, and people are like, going to get what? And I'm like, STD tested? Like, even if you're not in the industry, you should still be getting tested regularly. Even if you're fucking one person, people are crazy. You never know who else they're fucking and not telling you about. So it's your health. It matters. You should just do it, and there's no shame in it. Also, just the stigma behind sex work is so just like garbage. I hate it. Like, everyone does it. Some people just do it on camera. I think that it's getting better, but I don't know if I think that just because I'm like so deep into it that most of the people around me are in it as well, or my really close friends, so they know what time it is. That's a good point. I never thought about that. I'm not sure if it's getting better or I'm just, you know, in my own little world of sex work. As much as people want to be like, you know, it's not real work or get a job, it is work. I put work and effort into that. I took time out of my day to make that for people to pay for it. The big thing about being an OnlyFans person is taxes. When you withdraw your money from OnlyFans, OnlyFans takes 20%. So you never see that 20%. So then you get this 80% into your bank account with no taxes taken out. It's hard for people, especially me, to picture that like, oh, I'm gonna have to pay taxes on this money. Like, not all of this is mine. I need to set some aside to pay for taxes. But everyone has to do it. It is what it is. So my advice for anyone, you know, thinking about starting an OnlyFans would be to make sure you're setting aside that percentage, whatever it may be. This is what kind of content I do now. I go balls to the wall. I have no boundaries. I like to embrace my sexualness. And I'm bisexual, by the way. I don't know if I would date a woman, but let me tell you, I love me some vagina. I do. I really do. And I go through phases where it's like, you know, sometimes I like boys more, sometimes I like girls more. Right now I'm in the I like guys more stage, but I was in the girl stage for a while. So I go back and forth, just a very sexual person. I think it's cool that I can embrace it and channel that within me and make a career out of it. I think that's a positive thing, and I hate that people can't see it that way, but you know, not my problem. If you watched this, thank you, and if you haven't subscribed to my OnlyFans, what are you waiting for? Definitely lots of good things coming in May. Collab tomorrow, a collab next week, and that content house that I'm hosting at the end of May. If you love what you do, then you'll never work a day in your life. And I feel like that's where I'm at. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope y'all are having a beautiful day, and I hope you're living your best life. And if you're not, you're taking the steps to start living your best life, because you only live once. But bye y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.